Welcome to Servant of the Fates. Today we're going to talk about 3 things that will happen to you this week. Pick the card that sparks a memory in you. It has your message. Guidelines below on how to do just that. Feel free to pause this video as you take your pick. As always, timestamps down below. And let's begin. If you chose the first card, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You're meant to see it right now. 3 things that will happen to you this week. 1 is bad, the 2 are amazing. Let's start with the bad news first. With the 5 of Pentacles here and foe and merchant, you have a frenemy in your life. You know this person. It's not someone who's going to surprise you or come out of the blue. You know that there is this frenemy energy around you. Someone who laughs at your jokes, someone who makes small talk with you, but you know that they're jealous of you. And what's more, this person has been around you for a long time. This isn't a new acquaintance. This is someone you probably went to school with, or you were in the same neighborhood. You share the same childhood. Well, right now, this person is still around you, whether you are already working or you're still in school, but either way, they're still in the same social circle. And this person is going to be so jealous of you that they're going to start saying bad things about your past. Things that they probably think are bad, but are just facts about your family. Something that you're actually not ashamed of. So this person is going to be telling everyone how, oh, right now she likes to wear this kind of clothes and she likes to drive that kind of car, or he. But back then, they were really poor, their family. They were struggling and they were never known as someone who had all of the good things in life. They borrowed money from everybody. They have a bad reputation, actually. She comes from a poor family. It's that kind of talk that's so negative, so toxic. But this person has the assumption that you are ashamed of that, or your family is ashamed of that. But what I'm hearing is that this is actually something that you are very proud of, because you are proud to have survived it. You are proud to have worked hard or studied hard, or that your parents did that for you so that you could get yourselves out of that situation, out of that hole. And to you, whatever success you have right now, it just makes you really proud that it didn't come easy, that it wasn't luck, it wasn't just answered prayers, it was you and your loved ones working hard for every single thing that you're enjoying right now. But this person, so malicious, so jealous, so envious, spreading these things to everyone around you. Here's the good thing though, the silver lining, so to speak. Everyone who's going to hear them talking about this are going to feel even better or prouder or nicer about you, and they're going to hate this frenemy so much because it's 2022. This isn't something that you think is a bad thing. I mean, if someone comes from poverty or comes from difficulty, that's not something to be ashamed of. That's something to be proud of, especially if you survive that, right? So people will be admiring you for it. And people will be looking down on this frenemy, on this foe, for talking this way about you. So it's a bit dramatic, but there's no real damage done, right? That's the first thing that will happen this week. The second thing, there is a love interest. Now, for some of you, you're not going to realize immediately that it's a love interest. You think it's just someone who's a really good friend, someone who's really there for you. You like spending time with them. You love their presence. It's not going to click immediately for some of you that this is the next person that you're going to have a long-term relationship with. But either way, with the Knight of Wands, Doctor, and Lover, this person is a very healing energy. So the opposite of frenemy, right? When this person enters the room, enters your environment, messages you, calls you, literally shows up at your door, you feel this lightness in your heart. This person has that beautiful energy. It's like a blanket of positivity and love and nurturing feelings and vibes, just really covering you up, taking you up, embracing you. Your clue to this person is the Knight of Wands. This is the card of fire signs, specifically Sagittarius. And because it's night, whatever your age is, this person is most likely in the same age range as you. Probably just 2 years older or younger, which is basically still the same cultural background, right? Still the same understanding of pop culture, the same kind of philosophy. So this is the person that's coming in. And like I said, for a lot of you, they're going to start off as a friend, but eventually this will develop into something else. Now that could happen a bit later, but this week we're talking about this person either entering your life for the first time or entering your life and really giving you even more positivity than before. You've already been with them, you've already had them in your life, you've been friends for a long time, but now the presence, the energies that they bring, you're finally going to see how special they really are for the first time. So butterflies are going to come in, a bit of realization, even if not full-blown yet, that this could be something. And again, just that healing energy, especially after all of this negativity from that frenemy, this Sagittarius fire energy person coming in will just make you feel so light, so calm, so healed, so supported. So that's amazing. The third thing that's going to happen, the Two of Cups. So you're probably thinking it's about love again, but no, it's not. Since we have Lord and Priest here, this is about an authority figure in your life, likely male. So it could be your boss, could be your dad, could even be a friend who is your age, but someone you totally look up to. There's going to be a deepening of your connection, of your relationship. What do I mean by that? For example, if your boss is someone that you only have a professional relationship with, then this week they could invite you to a dinner party at their house. And then after dinner, you could be talking about your personal lives and you will realize that you actually have a lot of the same interests and hobbies, and the friendship will develop as well, in addition to whatever healthy professional relationship you have. So it's that budding, that blossoming of something else when it comes to your connection with an authority figure in your life. So this is what's going to happen this week, darling. A frenemy is going to stab your back and talk negatively about your past, the challenges that you face, but no one is going to buy it, okay? People are going to admire you even more once they find out that you are a survivor, basically, that you survived a lot of challenges and poverty and lack in your life. The second thing, this could be a new friend coming in or a friend that you're going to start falling in love with romantically, but either way, that healing energy of this fire person is something that will really impact you positively this week. And the next thing, the third thing, of course, there is this deepening of your connection with an authority figure in your life, likely male. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose the second card, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You're meant to see it right now. So, 3 things that will happen this week. The first thing, with the Eight of Swords, Scholar, and Home, you are going to feel trapped, literally, physically. So not emotionally, not spiritually, not mentally, but in a physical sense. What does this mean? For example, you're going to hear that there is some bug going around in your office or where you study, right? Or in your dormitory. Either way, you are going to be forced to stay home for your own safety, or maybe you will be the one who will catch something, right? You will feel sick for a while, and therefore you were planning on doing a lot of things, but no. The first part of the week, you will be trapped, quarantined at home for your own safety or for the safety of the others around you. So it's physical and it's nothing scary because it's just the Eight of Swords. This is something that can be fixed easily. It's minor arcana, and then you have home there. So definitely with this house energy, this is something that's not going to really hurt you. You're still protected. You are still safe, but it just will be kind of annoying because you have a lot of plans, whether to spend with someone special or to do something in your career or when it comes to school. All of those are going to have to be paused because of this sudden trapping quarantine kind of energy that will be surrounding you. So trap, right? That is your first thing. That is your first keyword about this week. The second thing, though, is amazing because it's just the opposite of that. With the Hanged Man, I'm going to have to ask you right now, darling, what is it that has been most stagnant in your life? Is it romance? Have you been waiting for the right guy or girl to come along for 3 to 5 to 7 years now? Is it money? Have you been waiting for this stable job for what feels like forever? Is it something else entirely? I don't know. You know, right? This is a general reading, so ask yourself how it applies to you. What is your Hanged Man energy? What is this stagnant thing that you have been praying for, fantasizing about, dreaming of for so long? That is the second thing that will finally arrive in your life this week, because we have money and precious gift here. So whatever it is, it's finally arriving, it's finally coming, it's finally knocking on your door, and it will feel so amazing, like this huge, gigantic, colossal blessing. So there you are, trapped at home or someplace else, but literally trapped physically. And then you hear about this news and your heart just lightens and you rejoice and everything just feels wonderful in your life. And you're going to feel so grateful because this is something, like I said, that you have been waiting for forever. And darling, I'm so happy to say it's finally coming. The third thing that will happen to you, parties. With the Magician here, pleasure seekers and servant. This is, for a lot of you, literally a dinner party. This could be a friend. This could be a family member. This could be a new neighbor. Could even be your boss inviting you to their home to celebrate something. Or you inviting your friends, your colleagues, your classmates to celebrate whatever this hangman energy is that's finally ending in your life. But either way, your weekend is going to be amazing. With the Magician here, look at all of the reds and yellows. His red robe, his yellow background. You are going to feel like finally things are happening for you. You, after all, have the power of manifestation. You have mental clarity and you feel like you have control over your life once more. So whether you are the host of this party or you are a guest, it's going to feel amazing. You're going to feel like the universe or whatever you call your higher power, you're going to feel like they are working with you. And you're going to feel like finally things are happening. So again, this week, the first part, there's going to be some negativity, but more physical than mental and emotional. So really, it's an easier fix, right? You're just going to be trapped at home because of some reason, but it will pass because we only have a minor arcana card here, the Eight of Swords. And then the next two are more major things, major arcana cards, right? The Hangman is finally going to remove himself from that situation. Whatever you have been waiting for the most is finally coming into your life. And the third thing, parties. Okay, you will be hosting or attending a party, but either way, it's going to be more than just a party because it's going to resonate with you deep down. You're going to feel like this is really something that's worth celebrating, and you are just going to have the best weekend ever. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose the third card, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You're meant to see it right now. So, 3 things that will happen to you this week. All of them are surprises, but on different levels, different kinds of surprises. First, the Four of Wands. This is all about the energy of stability and celebrations and joy coming into your life. We have Fortune here, Fortuna, and we have Waiting as well. So there is something in your life, darling, that you have been hoping for but not expecting. Do you know what I mean? For example, the lottery. You buy a ticket every now and then. You hope you will win, but you feel like you really won't because, come on, who wins the lottery, right? You feel like there are 3 million people fighting with you for that prize. And even though you're taking that chance, you feel like it's not going to happen anyway. It might, but it really won't. It's that kind of energy, waiting, praying for something, but 80% of you is like, nah, it's not going to happen. Well, whatever that is for you, whether that's actually the lottery, or whether that's love, or whether that's something to do with your studies, it is happening this week, okay? You have Fortuna, fortune, lady luck here for you. So this thing, this Four of Wands energy will bring you joy, celebration, and stability. It's something that you've been waiting for, hoping for, but not really expecting, because you are someone who's practical and realistic and grounded, right? But it is actually totally coming. Like, hello. It's a miracle. It's magic. It's happening in your life this week. This second card, and I just want to point this out. You picked the Eight of Wands and you got the Eight of Wands. So there is some strong synergy, resonance here in this reading. There is someone, some energy, some God, some divinity, some spirit that really wants you to hear this reading, okay? There is some strong intuitive energy going on around here. And with the Eight of Wands, this is again, like I said at the beginning of your reading, another surprise. We have joyfulness here and misfortune. You're probably thinking, oh, that's bad. But because we have Fortuna here and joyfulness surrounding this card, definitely we are not talking about anything negative. We are just talking about something shocking, but a positive one, okay? Now, the Eight of Wands, this is all about the arrows of love. This is all about messages coming in. And why is it shocking? Because like the first thing that will happen, you have not been expecting this person to message you, to talk to you, to ask you out, to even notice you. This is someone that you've had a crush on or admired for a really long time. It could be an ex. For some of you, I just heard that. But for 80% of you, it's just someone that you admire, probably someone whom you believe is above you in the social hierarchy. Maybe someone who's semi-famous, right, in your community or like in your province, in your area. And so you don't expect this person to pay any attention to you. Well, this week, they will, and it's not going to be small, okay? Because the Eight of Wands, like I said, it's the arrows of love. So it's not going to be some half-hearted compliment, right? When they contact you, it's not going to be just some hi that you're going to, some hello that you're going to exaggerate to mean something else. No, it's going to be definitive. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be romantic. And since we have two Eights of Wands here, we are talking about a fire sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, that is your clue as to who this person could be. So that's another shock, that's another surprise, and it's someone that you've always admired. The third thing that's going to happen to you, again, like I said, it's another surprise. There is a person in your life, not romantic anymore. We're talking about like a friend kind of energy, familial, platonic kind of energy. And they've always been kind to you. Really, they're a nice person. They're gentle, they're loving, they're nurturing. But you've always felt like there was a barrier between the two of you. This person could be a Taurus, Sun, Rising, or Venus. That is your clue as to who exactly we're talking about. But you feel like this person, it's just that, again, like with a lover, you feel like they're above you for some reason. Maybe they are very busy at their job because there's someone in a high position. And so you feel like you are not at that level yet. So for some reason, you feel like you can't really demand a lot of time and attention from this person. You love them and they're kind to you, but you feel like, it's not fair for you to always ask them to hang out because you know that they're busy trying to build, strength, and further their career, their future, their path, right? But this week, this person, they're the one who's going to approach you and who's going to initiate the deepening of your connection. So I just heard someone asking you out to the movies, right? And offering to pay for the tickets and the popcorn and the drinks. Okay, it's that kind of energy. Someone extending their hand to you to have fun with you, to hang out with you, just to chill with you. And again, this is someone that you really look up to, someone who is kind of an authority figure in your life, even though they're the same age. Do you know what I mean? They could be a classmate, they could be a childhood friend, they could be a colleague, but you feel like they are better than you in one way or another, right? And so that's why you're kind of insecure about asking this person to give you time and attention and energy. And you will be so surprised in a good way that this weekend specifically, they're the one who's going to ask you to hang out with them and is going to initiate the strengthening of this connection. So there you go, darling. This week, 3 surprises are going to happen to you, okay? The first one, it is something, the biggest thing that you've been waiting for a lot of you, it's money, right? It's about a job, it's about career, it's about a windfall. It's finally happening. The second thing, it's about this Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, this fire energy person finally noticing you, and not just noticing you, but offering you something amazing. And the third thing, it's a friend that you look up to, deepening, strengthening your connection. Probably a Taurus sun rising or Venus. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose the 4th card, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You're meant to see it right now. 3 things that will happen to you this week. The first thing is a very spiritual. With a hermit here and size and young woman, you are beginning something new in your spirituality practice, or you are taking up spiritual activities for the very first time. So this is you either trying out meditation, right? Or this is you, if you have been meditating for a long time, then this is you finally reaping the benefits of it, finally seeing what you have been getting from it, how you've been growing. This is some sort of realization. Or this is an upgrade. This is you trying spellcraft for the first time. Or if you are someone who only watches tarot readings on YouTube, this is you going to an actual tarot reader and getting that reading face to face. Or you taking up tarot reading yourself, right? Learning how to do it for yourself. But either way, this is something to do with your spirituality. This is about your intuition. This is about your emotional path moving forward. So this is you expanding your wisdom when it comes to the higher aims, the higher goals of your life. Or, I just heard something. For a lot of you, this is about receiving a message from your higher self for the very first time in your life. And it's going to be ethereal. It's going to be fantastical. It's going to feel unreal and magical, but it's going to be beautiful. So at the beginning of the week, that is the first thing that will happen to you. A beautiful beginning or surprise when it comes to your spirituality. The second thing, this is amazing. Finally, a message of clarity from an ex-friend. I say friend, not lover. Okay? So there is someone in your life who is actually very faithful towards you. A very loyal, loving, nurturing friend. But you had a falling apart, right? And you know exactly what I'm talking about. You could have fought over a boy or a girl or something else entirely. I just heard something to do with your families. They said something about a family member or vice versa. And it just created a rift between the two of you. But before that, the friendship was really healing and nurturing and perfect. And ego got in the way, or I'm hearing pain, right? Got in the way. And it has been a while since you heard from this person. But this week, middle of the week, they will say hello again with the Ace of Swords, right? So you have been waiting for this. You have been hoping for this. This person is not toxic at all. These things happen, right? Arguments happen. Sometimes we fall apart, right? and yeah, agony, suffering, but I'm not hearing any backstabbing. I'm actually hearing that it's the other way around. This person or you were brutally frank to the other person, and that's why there was this pain, this rift between the two of you. But I am not sensing any toxicity, any real poisonous energy from this person. So this friend will say hello again, and it's up to you if you want to reconcile fully. But during the middle of the week, this is what's going to happen. You are going to hear from this ex-friend again. The third thing that will happen to you, someone will sweep you off your feet. Someone will steal your heart. And with the Page of Swords here, we are probably talking about an air sign. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Rising, Venus. That is your clue as to who this person could be. Another clue about their personality, like your ex-friend or like you, right? And the second thing, this person is brutally honest as well. They're very straightforward. They can be cutting in the way that they talk. They're just not afraid to express their beliefs, their opinions, right? So this is the person we're talking about. And I'm hearing that whether this is a colleague for you, this is a neighbor, a classmate, whatever your relationship is, I'm hearing that you are kind of annoyed by this person, or intimidated at least, because they are just so confident and so frank. But this weekend, darling, they are going to show you a different side of themselves, okay? A sweeter, gentler, more romantic side. And you are going to be so surprised by this show of affection that you are going to almost fall in love with them on the spot, right? There's going to be a change of heart, both in your and their part. So something will spark, something romantic will begin for you this weekend. Again, to summarize, the first thing that will happen, something new or an improvement when it comes to your spiritual path. The second thing is hearing again from an ex-friend, someone who was always loyal and faithful, but there was just, there was some negativity between the two of you, and they're going to want to reconcile this week. It's up to you if you will accept them back into your life, but either way, they will make a peace offering. And the third thing, someone that you don't really like that much will sweep you off your feet, because they will show you a different side of themselves and you will fall in love. Last clue, I just heard this now. They could be 5 to 7 years younger than you. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.